welcome to my channel. If you are here for the very first time, thank you so much for stopping by, and I ask you to subscribe if you like what you hear. And if you are a regular on my channel, I just want to thank you for being there, for watching, and just being a part of my family. Today I just want to talk about a very interesting topic. I want us to look at the non-emergent items that should be in your regular budget. Hang on. An emergency is a serious, unexpected, and often dangerous situation that requires immediate action. So when an emergency takes place, you are required to take immediate action to do something about it or to solve the issue at hand. In finances, there are things that we consider to be emergencies and others are not. Today, I just want us to talk about non-emergent situations that should not be considered as urgent. I want to talk about things that you should not consider as emergencies. There are certain things that you need to put in your regular budget because they are not emergencies, and you should plan ahead for them. Christmas. I love Christmas. Christmas is a great time of the year, and it always comes in December on the 25th. And if you want to buy gifts for your friends, for your family, for your loved ones, whoever you want to buy a gift for, you know that Christmas is coming. The 25th of every December is going to be Christmas Day. We cannot postpone it. It's not going to go away. It will always be there. So Christmas should not be considered an emergency, and as such, it should be planned for. Even if you have to keep $1 a week, $5 a week, it doesn't matter how much you come up with, but you should plan for Christmas. As long as you desire to celebrate it or to give gifts that time, you should plan for it, and it should not be considered an emergency. Just like back to school, our children, when they go out of school at the end of the year, you are expecting them to go back. And when they go back, you need to buy school uniforms, school supplies, and all the things that they need to go back to school with. That also cannot be considered as an emergency, because you know, as long as you have children, that they'll be required to go back to school, and you'll be required to do the needful. I grew up at a time when our parents bought us uniforms to go back to school, but unfortunately, we are in a time where most of our children have to go back wearing regular clothes, and that really can cost a lot. But all the same, it's not an emergency. You know that they are going back to school, and you should prepare for them going back to school. What else is not an emergency? If you drive a car every 3 months or every after certain miles of driving, you'll be required to change oil. And once you go to change oil, they'll tell you that after 3 months, you should come back for an oil change, unless you drive maybe a Benz, like some people I know, whereby they go after maybe a year or so. But even then, they're still required to change oil. So that's a responsibility that you have for driving a car, and you know that you need to change that oil. So you have to put it in your regular budget and plan for it. We are so fortunate that we can use credit cards, but a credit card should not be used on non-emergent things. Like when you know that you're supposed to do certain things, they are definitely coming, whether you like it or not, they are going to come. You need to prepare for them. Because using a credit card may sound like fun, or feels like fun when you are using it, because it feels like you have free money, but really, to tell you the truth, I don't advocate for the use of credit cards, because after you've used the credit card, what happens is now you start paying back. And when you start paying back, there'll be these high interest rates which you did not even plan for, and you find that you'll be spending so much money which was not even allocated in your budget and was not even planned for, and you start living a life below what God created you to live. A good budget should include all the things that I've talked about: back to school, buying clothes, food, paying your utilities. All those are not emergencies. So those things should be included in your regular budget. And once you look at your income and compare it with your expenses, you'll be able to know whether you are making enough to do certain things, and certain things you just have to remove them from your budget. It's okay. Sometimes people would think that you are not living well according to their standards, but it's your life and you call the shots. So don't do things beyond your means and go about just using credit cards. Credit cards are going to put you in debt. And when you are in debt, you'll never be free to live the life that God called you to live, because a debtor is indebted to the lender. He becomes a slave to the lender, and you don't want to be a slave. What God has blessed you with is enough for you to plan, and if it can't fit in your budget, then you can't have it for now. You know, we live in a society where there's instant gratification. I want it now, I want it now. But at the end of the day, you become so indebted and you can't live a free life. You can't enjoy your life. It's time for you to be disciplined. Start learning. Take small steps. Start including certain things in your budget and removing certain things from your budget, and you live a worthwhile life of no stress. So if you like what you hear, I want you to hit the red button and subscribe, and I'll be talking to you soon.